It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the New York Jets and the New England Patriots, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off from Foxborough. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Second down now, 7 to go. They go right back to Hall. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. Third and just 2 to go. Here's Hall once more. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give to Hall on the draw. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall works his way to the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Jets a first down. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Going to the ground again on first. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that makes it 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, his second year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. May now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They give on 2nd to Hall, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and long for him here. Has it at the 7. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal. Hall. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Trying for the deep ball. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 4th and long. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Jets football. They start the drive with Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Second and 10 now. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. Our score. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. Rodgers here from the gun. This will be caught by Adams. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
And this one doesn't go far. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground, largely be because of a play just like that one, opening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap.
He's got the hook up to Adams. Now they're going to mark him at the 14. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. All All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Hall. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down, and Greg Zuerlein headed out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bass's kick is good, and that will add to their score.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New England offense running out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
To the air on 1st down, May. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. A 5-yard gain helps, but they need a dozen now here on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
That's taken in by Henry. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Hall takes it straight ahead. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They run. Here's Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Now looking to throw with Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Rodgers will look to throw. Conklin brings it in. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
He's trying to push the field. Wanted to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Patriots see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there. And that's grabbed inside the 30. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Hall on the give. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, Hall gets it again. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Timeout taken by the offense, their second. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To throw, Rodgers. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Juwan Bentley makes the play. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's May. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. He lets one fly deep to... Oh, brother, it's another interception. DeBrill peppers with the pick. And the Patriots watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the third quarter. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's May. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Third quarter starts with a run by Stevenson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 39. Connecting on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They have themselves another 1st and 10. The give inside to Stevenson. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The Jets take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the... So the Jets disagreeing with the call on the field, and yep, they're going to have them take another look at it. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the call stands even after the challenge, and now they're down to just 1 timeout. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Wangu now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's Hall once more. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They go right back to Hall. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackled by Keon White there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Coming right is Hall. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Bass's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. May now from the gun. Henry on the catch. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. So now here's 3rd and 5. May looking to throw. Brought in by Hooper. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a New England 1st down. May now. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack. You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't...
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Blitz coming for Rodgers. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Rodgers here from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. This is Hall. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So we're through 3 here. The Jets have it with a lead to start the 4th, but the Winds... Second and 6 coming up here. Running this with Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They'll run here. It's Hall. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Jets make it a 9-point advantage. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. May. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
He'll get this to Henry. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw for May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Throw left side caught by Douglas. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here's May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. They'll run, Gibson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. May to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. Here's May, 3rd and goal. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Offense up to the line fast. Desperation time here on 4th. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. Has room down the left sideline. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now May coming off that pick. That one complete to Hooper. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3. Bell on the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. To throw, here's May. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Putting a receiver in motion. To the air yet again, May. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. To the air on first down, May. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
All gets it again on second down. He takes this ahead to the 40-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 6. That's going to bring up third down 9. A give to Hall now on the option. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's taken in by Henry. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down. From the gun, it's May. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's going to be 4th and short. May throwing for it. That's caught beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Rush coming for May. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So it's a road win for the Jets. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent